Today we're checking out the new OnePlus Watch 2R. Price on this is $229. I paid around $160 since I bought the OnePlus Pad 2. I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. I thought I would try this one because I wasn't really a fan of how the OnePlus Watch 2 looked, but inside the box you've got a user manual, and here's what the charger looks like. Not sure if I like the pogo pins. I feel like you have to line it up upside down. I also think it would look better if they had the red charging cable like some of their other products, and the cable seems a little short to me. But the build quality and the design of this watch definitely looks good for the price, and it feels fairly lightweight. You've got two buttons on the right hand side. Nice thing is this uses the same 22mm band as the original OnePlus watch, which is actually nicer quality than the one that comes with this one. I don't know if it's just the rough texture, but the band that comes with this watch definitely makes it feel like it's a cheaper quality compared to other watches that I've tested, so you'll probably want to switch out the band. It actually looks better with the older OnePlus watch band on it. The setup process on this is fairly similar to the Galaxy Watch 7. You choose which apps you want installed. The app is called O Health, which is specifically for OnePlus and Oppo watches. You've got quite a few different watch faces to choose from, maybe a little bit different than the ones on the Galaxy Watch. You can also adjust which apps give you notifications, and there's a ton of things to customize in the settings. Now, just moving around the software, it looks pretty similar to the Galaxy Watch, but I feel like you get to things in a little bit different way. You swipe down from the bottom to get notifications instead of from the left. The top button on the right goes to all of your apps. Double tap that to get to your workouts, or you can just tap the bottom button. Double tap the bottom button to get Google Pay. When you swipe down, you get all of your shortcuts like auto brightness, airplane mode, find your phone, and so on. And then swiping left and right goes through your tiles. Again, somewhat similar to Wear OS on other watches, just maybe slightly different how it works. Like I said earlier, I do like the style of this watch over the OnePlus Watch 2, and while the build quality is nice for the price, I don't feel like it's quite as nice as the Galaxy Watch 7. The buttons don't stick out quite as much on the Galaxy Watch, and it's pretty tough to beat the band on the new Galaxy Watch 7. It's also a softer silicone material or smoother. Obviously, some of this is personal preference, but I just prefer the look and style of the Galaxy Watch 7 over the OnePlus Watch 2R. There's one other thing which is a little strange to me. They don't seem to have floors climbed like you would see on most other watches that I've tested. I know on the Galaxy Watch it always says 0, but on the OnePlus Watch 2R I don't even see that metric for it to track. It might not be a big deal for most people, but I know for me, I can just run up and down the stairs to get a quick workout in without having extra equipment or anything like that. Again, my Fitbit Versa 4 is probably the best one I've used for that. And then probably the best part of this watch is going to be the battery life, which is usually one area that Wear OS watches kind of struggle with. I've only been testing this one a couple days now, but it's only at 77% after a couple days, so we'll see how long this lasts. I know sometimes on my Fitbit Versa 4, I can get almost 7 days. I feel like 5 on this watch would be really good. So yeah, you can tell by using 2 processors for this watch really improves the battery life. Overall, I feel like they did a pretty good job in most categories with this watch. It feels fairly smooth moving around the software. Steps and sleep tracking seem to be fairly accurate. It's got really good battery life, and that's why I could see some people choosing this over the new Galaxy Watch 7. I know for me, since I have both, it's kind of hard for me to pick this over the Watch 7 just because of how good the Galaxy Watch looks, especially after the last update, which makes the Galaxy Watch battery life feel closer to what it should be, which can last me about 2 to 3 days with light usage. Obviously, depending on how active I am. If you're interested in the new OnePlus Pad 2, I'll be doing some comparisons hopefully later this week, and I can't wait to see what the new Pixel watches are going to be like, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.